When you think of America's biggest cities, what comes to mind? Maybe it's the bustling streets of New York, the towering skyscrapers of Chicago, or the jam-packed neighborhoods of San Francisco. But what if I told you there are massive U.S. cities that feel almost empty? Cities with vast stretches of land, sprawling suburbs, and shockingly low population densities. Have you ever wondered why some big cities just never feel crowded? What's holding them back? We'll break down the numbers, the population, the land area, and why these cities are so sparsely populated. Plus, we'll dive into what they can do to change this and compare them to thriving high-density urban centers. By the end of this video, you'll see these cities in a completely different light, and you might even have a few suggestions of your own. So stick around, and let's uncover why these massive cities feel more like ghost towns. Today, we're counting down 10 of the emptiest big cities in America, ranked by population density. If you love uncovering the hidden stories behind urban spaces, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's dive in. First on the list is Anchorage, Alaska, with a population density of just 171 people per square mile. Despite a population of around 332,000, its vast land area of 1,944 square miles spreads residents thin. Anchorage's subarctic climate, with its long, harsh winters, is a significant deterrent for potential residents. The city's isolation and limited economic opportunities further exacerbate its low density. In contrast, cities like Minneapolis, Minnesota, despite similarly cold climates, achieve much higher density through compact housing and diversified industries. To boost its population density, Anchorage could improve connectivity with the rest of the U.S., expand economic opportunities, and create denser residential zones near urban centers. Vertical development and more affordable housing could also help mitigate the city's sprawling nature. Next is Chesapeake, Virginia, which has a population density of approximately 726 people per square mile. The city's 247,000 residents are spread over a large land area of 340 square miles, much of which consists of protected wetlands and agricultural zones that limit urban development. Chesapeake's suburban layout, with an emphasis on single-family homes, also contributes to its low density. Compared to cities like Arlington, Virginia, which thrive with dense, walkable communities, Chesapeake feels sparse. To increase its density, Chesapeake could focus on mixed-use developments, expand public transportation options, and encourage multi-family housing projects near key commercial areas. Augusta, Georgia comes in third with a population density of around 651 people per square mile. Its population of 196,000 is spread across 302 square miles, including rural and undeveloped areas. Economic challenges and limited job opportunities have hindered growth in Augusta, keeping its urban core relatively empty. In contrast, cities like Savannah, Georgia, use their historic charm and tourism industries to attract both residents and visitors, leading to denser development. Augusta could similarly capitalize on its cultural and historical assets, while also investing in affordable housing and infrastructure improvements to draw in more residents and businesses. In fourth place is Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, with a population density of approximately 1,100 people per square mile. Its population of 682,000 is scattered across an expansive 620 square miles, making it one of the largest cities in the U.S. by land area. Oklahoma City's urban sprawl, favoring low-density housing and car-dependent infrastructure, keeps its density low. Unlike cities like Austin, Texas, which have embraced urban density through tech industry growth and vibrant downtown living, Oklahoma City's spread-out nature limits its appeal. To address this, the city could focus on revitalizing its downtown area, incentivizing high-density housing, and improving public transit to make urban living more convenient and attractive. Jacksonville, Florida, has a population density of around 1,200 people per square mile, with 950,000 residents occupying 874 square miles. Jacksonville's low density can be traced back to its consolidation with Duval County in 1968, which incorporated suburban and rural areas into the city limits. While the city has experienced population growth, its sprawling development patterns keep density low. By comparison, Miami's compact development and high-rise apartments have allowed it to achieve far higher densities. Jacksonville could benefit from adopting mixed-use zoning, expanding its public transit network, and developing its waterfront areas to attract more residents and create a denser urban core. Before we move on, let's hear from you. What do you think so far about these cities? Have you ever lived in or visited any of them? What was your experience like? And do you agree with the reasons we've discussed for why they feel so empty? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing your stories and opinions. Also, if you're enjoying this deep dive into America's lesser-known urban landscapes, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us keep creating content like this. In 6th, Nashville, Tennessee, the capital of country music, has a population density of about 1,300 people per square mile. Its 670,000 residents are spread across 475 square miles due to a 1963 merger with Davidson County that expanded the city's boundaries to include suburban and rural areas. Despite Nashville's economic growth and cultural appeal, its low-density development persists. Unlike cities like Charlotte, North Carolina, which have balanced growth with densification, Nashville continues to favor suburban-style housing. To increase density, the city could prioritize urban infill projects, create incentives for multifamily housing, and improve walkability in its downtown and surrounding neighborhoods. In the Midwest, Kansas City, Missouri, has a population density of about 1,500 people per square mile. Its 480,000 residents occupy 315 square miles. Kansas City's emphasis on low-density suburban development and extensive green spaces contributes to its sparse population. By contrast, cities like Chicago have managed to balance green spaces with denser urban cores through better zoning and infrastructure. Kansas City could increase its density by focusing on revitalizing older neighborhoods, encouraging high-density housing near transit hubs, and creating vibrant mixed-use developments in its downtown. Our next stop, Virginia Beach, Virginia, boasts a population density of around 1,800 people per square mile, with 452,000 residents spread across 249 square miles. Much of its land includes natural reserves and military installations, which limit residential development. The city's suburban character, with an emphasis on single-family homes, also contributes to its lower density. In comparison, nearby Norfolk has achieved higher densities through compact urban development and better utilization of its land. Virginia Beach could increase its density by promoting vertical development, particularly in its tourist areas, and improving public transit to connect its neighborhoods. Next is Atlanta, Georgia. Despite being a major economic and cultural hub, has a population density of only 3,500 people per square mile. Its 472,000 residents are spread over 133 square miles, resulting in a sprawling urban area. Atlanta's historical focus on suburban living and car-centric infrastructure has kept its density low compared to other major cities like Boston, which has embraced compact, walkable neighborhoods. To address this, Atlanta could invest in more mixed-use developments, expand its public transit options, and prioritize affordable housing projects to attract more residents to its urban core. Finally, Omaha, Nebraska, also has a population density of around 3,500 people per square mile, with 447,000 residents occupying 127 square miles. Omaha's suburban growth and low-density housing developments have limited its ability to create a vibrant, dense urban core. By contrast, cities like Denver have embraced transit-oriented development and mixed-use projects to achieve greater density. Omaha could follow suit by investing in urban revitalization efforts, encouraging high-density housing near its downtown, and expanding public transit options to make city living more appealing. So, there you have it. our journey through 10 empty big American cities. These cities may have the land, the infrastructure, and even the potential for growth, but their low population densities make them feel far quieter than you'd expect. Do you think they'll ever reach their full potential, or will they remain spread out and underpopulated? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future explorations into the world's most fascinating places. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.